Ah, you pair again. Tell me, what's the detective chap? I forget his name. Still hard at work down there. Mr. Sherlock Holmes? Yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Holmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joan. Now then, why don't you tell me what... and once again, for the umpteenth time, woman, will you watch what you're ballywell doing? I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir. Ah, yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave if you'd be so kind. Oh, yes, of course. We are deeply grateful for all your assistance. Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. Well... well, that was uneventful. According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Garrett is hiding something. Since no other avenues of investigation seem open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. I see you over there. I see you. Ah, what's he doing over there? Mr. Holmes? Aha, we met again, my dear fellows. Good gracious, when did you sneak in here? Sherlock Holmes, sir, at your service. Whatever were you doing but... Oh, wait, that's her. Whatever were you doing over by the window? I am given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. Yet sadly, cheerfulest room downstairs undoubtedly is, and it lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well, keeping an eye to one's windows at dusk is the prudent thing to do in London, I'm gathering. Ah, and one other thing, Miss Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Wait, he's not talking about... Is he? I didn't expect to be going through that again. So, oh, is it one of his logic and reasoning spectaculars? Oh, this will be fun. It's been a while since we did this. Do you mean Mr. Holmes? There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial trifles. I take it you're prepared, Mr. Naruhodo? I think so. There's just time enough for one of my greatly admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Mr. Garrett, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, you are standing as a landlord and most certainly not what one might call first rate. I'm afraid, sir, that is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon? The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your cabin. What? And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you. Mr. Naruhodo, look. The old man's broken out in a cold sweat. Unbelievably, it seems Mr. Holmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? How could I possibly know, you mean to inquire? The answer couldn't be simpler, sir. We're in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning. I am the king of beasts. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So, shall we begin? Once again, Sherlock Holmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Heck yeah. This will be fun. Do it. The nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus we are faced with a question. What form might this beast take? Oh. Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrett, leads us directly to the answer. I'm sorry, what? The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is ruled by that lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposing at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion, the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? In the end, your admiration became so great, in fact. You had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house. What? Oh, there's something on his face there. Yet living with such a wild beast proved more difficult than you would imagine. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madame? Me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me, with one glance in your direction. It is? Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. Ah. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrett. At Batty's Circus, a traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the tents. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus troupe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. And a simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through a ring of fire. I'm actually reminded of a story I heard about. Of a couple that bought like a lion cub, and like they had to release it into the wild, and then they went back to where they released it like years later, and the lion was fully grown and it actually remembered them. Anyways, now Mr. Garrett, it's plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, and that blithe post, the stress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that supporting arm. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense, Matt. I simply... But what, we must now ask ourselves, is the true cause of this pain? And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it's this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. If your envelope contains another demand for payment. Carloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Oh, dang, those sci-fi goggles. I think we've seen him use those before. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well, Now, in a final fit of rage, that ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over here. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken. Oh, dearie me. What could cause such a destructive outburst? This time, madame, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the Tower of Cates. There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with an unsatiated appetite. Was it, or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they have no bread, let them eat cake? Marie Antoinette never actually said that, but it's there's a reason people think she did, because it's so perfectly describes the attitude of French royalty at the time. Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. I'm sure I need not spell out the nature of this final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There's only one logical conclusion. Much into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. The teeth marks in the carpet, a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Well, that's his logic. It will be up to us to correct it. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction, this beastly puzzle. What's the matter with you, Joan? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Gerda. I'm afraid I didn't notice. My notice has been startlingly sharp. It stands to reason that your cup runneth over. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tears at times too. Oh. Mr. Holmes, sorry to butt in again, but can I make an observation? Why, certainly, Miss Naruto. What is it again? When you deductions just now, do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realms of common sense as well? But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. Gerda and his maid would have been hurt, or worse. Ah, that's where you're stuck. No doubt the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. I thought you said that they sold the lion to the circus. And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I've ever heard of a lion that drinks tea. Ah, my dear Mrs. Otto, it occurs to me with some regularity. They are irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on Great British soil. They are infused with a highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. Oh, what a glorious notion. Well then, Mr. Naruto, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming, yeah. So, once again, it is up to us to actually lead him down the right path of logic and reasoning. A slight massage, that's all Mr. Holmes' deductions need. You can do it. That's it. I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruto. We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help Mr. Natsume's case. Yeah, we haven't even established that yet. We're just trying to figure out what actually happened in this room, which may or may not have nothing to do with the case at hand. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least that's what I want to believe. Let's start again. From the beginning. Of Sherlock Holmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. I swear, at some point I'm going to end up reading it as Sherlock Holmes. And obviously that's what the game calls him, but as before, he is Sherlock Holmes. Alright, so now, why don't we get to the first correction of the deduction. So, first thing, what is the beast? First and foremost. So before he said it was a lion, but it's not a lion. Yeah, so he's looking in that direction, but I wonder. I really didn't see the lion thing coming. No, but if you observe Mr. Garrett's reaction, it rather seems as though some beast did indeed run amok in this room. He has something with a very fierce nature. But it couldn't have been a lion transported from India. So what was it then? We must follow Mr. Garrett's gaze. That will lead us to the true answer. Oh, hello. There's a big mortar shell. These are shells for the cannon, aren't they? What a strange place to keep them. I imagine that has some significance, Mr. Garrett. From his time in the army, Ah, of course, he mentioned a battle to us before, didn't he? Are those live? Well, they seem live. Oh no. Do you remember? He said he'd been shot in the knee. Perhaps it was one of these that hit him? If a round that size had hit his knee, there'd be nothing left of it. Or Mr. Garrett for that matter. Mr. Holmes is a Persian slipper, and this man has spent shells. That's the customary in Britain to display, well, rubbish on the mantelpiece. But I think the actual thing is this picture. Frankly. No? Oh, I probably have to examine it first. Behind the line statue on the mantelpiece, almost deliberately hidden from view, is a photograph. Though I have yet to examine it in detail, I can assure you that it holds the answer. Because I'm employing an extremely advanced detection technique called jumping to conclusions, you see. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion? Oh, well, it's supposed to be a logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. This is my show, Mr. Naruhodo. Kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage. Sorry. Okay, so let's actually look at it. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Okay, yes, yes, yes. So let's have a close look at this. What's this photograph? It appears to be from Mr. Garrett's wedding. He looks very happy, doesn't he? He does, but you can't make out his bride. Now, how unfortunate. Something must have struck the glass directly over the woman's face. I wonder what happened. Probably best not to delve too deeply there. The glass is broken, so you can't see the bride's face at all. But no amount of cracks could hide the woman's plump form. I think powerful would be kinder than plump, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, she certainly looks that. There's a lot of horsepower there. Not someone you want to upset, that's for sure. Oh look, have you noticed her wedding ring? It's very large, isn't it? Yes, that's an unusual design. It looks like some sort of embellished sunflower. What if?
Take that!
That's it. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by that newlywed bride. Precisely, Mr. Naruhodo. No other explanation could possibly fit. Yes, this frame print pictures your wife, Mr. Garrett. And while we lament the fact that her face is obscured, we can still make out her mighty arms and note the considerable horsepower they must contain. Oh, indeed. Surely any woman with such a powerful constitution would be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. Too late. The fact remains that the beast, which so clearly established this room, was your wife, Mr. Garrett. Got him. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well. Yeah. And yet, where is she? Tell us more. Me? Yeah. Yeah, no. So it's not the dress pocket. The poor, fragile, defenseless woman is beside herself. Well, I don't know about fragile. Oh dear. Anyway, Mr. Holmes is quite right. There's no sign of a Miss Garrett anywhere, but it seems there may be clues to her whereabouts. A clue that this maid is trying to hide. I wonder where Mr. Garrett's wife could be. He's got a big slap across the face. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute.
Take that!
It's that. Same wedding ring. It's you. Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue to the beast's current whereabouts. Ah! Indeed it does. That flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the hand of Mr. Garrett's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrett's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrett herself. Oh my word! Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly surmised, this is the wife, yes, my Joan. Let herself go, you might say, but she was a bally corkerback. Once again. It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable circumstances. After all, you're a retired army man, yet you're in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, that you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. Oh, second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment. A man has his pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sort of thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maid in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though in my considered opinion, such concerns about appearances are folly. I would agree. You mean Mr. Garrett has his wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrett? Only in company, obviously. But listen here, this must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please! We'll see about that. The raging wife of Mr. Garrett. So obviously this conclusion doesn't work anymore. And we know she's not chewing on it, and we know she wouldn't have chewed on any carpet, hey-ho. I mean, I have to imagine she ain't that kind of woman, but who knows? So obviously he has deep feelings for this beast, so it's his wife. So now, it's not his arm. I think I've already seen what to point out. Mr. Holmes is quite something. He's still calling Mr. Garrett's wife a beast. Yes, as a woman, that feels rather uncomfortable. But Mrs. Garrett is standing beside her husband as we speak. In other words, he hasn't lost his beloved at all, has he? Oh, how true. So perhaps that supporting arm seems to be propping up his head. Has some other significance then. According to Mr. Holmes, Mr. Garrett's pain is tangible though. What could that pose of his really signify? Yeah, I already saw it. He got smacked across the cheek. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by that slapped cheek. And of course, the deliverer of that impressive mark on your cheek that refuses to fade. Was you, Madame Joan Garrett? Well, yes. she's all like bright-eyed now. It's like, and she's like proud of that. You've been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Ah! How the blazes! How'd you work that out, man? Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us, even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to such a violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves, what caused Madame Garrett to fly into a rage? And we need okay, this is the same. Yeah, so a lot of bills. I mean, that's not an unreasonable conclusion, but obviously we're going to say that's not the answer. Mr. Naruhodo, she's a person, not a thing. Yes, well, she's also a person who gave her husband a mighty slap around the face. One so hard it left a perfect hand mark, in fact. Yes, why would a woman want to hit her husband with such force, I wonder? I'd love to know the answer to that question. So obviously, yeah, it's not the bills. Perhaps. A bookmark? No, let's have a look. Oh... Well... someone must be reading this book at the moment. There's a bookmark here. Look. Mr. Godeb's clearly an avid reader. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this is a bookmark. No, it's not. Oh no, so it isn't. It's a note, written in a woman's hand. Oh, James, I love you. Yours, Mary. And look, that's his signature here. Lip marks, made with lipstick. Oh, what a passionate and romantic gesture. Don't get any ideas, Susato-san. Oh dear, I'm sorry. So this bookmark is actually a love note then. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's all this stuff on the floor too. Well, clearly that's it. Yes, it is this love note that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Oh, James, I love you so. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Oh, look at her now. Perhaps the center of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here. And then she slapped him. But I don't know the badly woman. You don't know her? That note wasn't written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how it got there. Was it just in there, you say? That's right. That's why I've been Nope. Oh, I mean, obviously she's not buying it. A likely story. Now listen here, Joan, old thing. I spent the time. I bought the book at that second-hand place, and that note must have already been in there. So the previous owner of the... Oh, so the previous owner of the book was using the note as a bookmark, you mean? That's right. That's why I've been Nope. She don't buy it. Unlikely story. For heaven's sake, woman, look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you forgot, is John. Unlikely story. Are you questioning my name now? And there we have it. Arouse the suspicions of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with a most ferocious bite. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last... Yes, this is the same. Yeah, so obviously something happened. So... show us. I mean, obviously it's not the food. Yeah, we need to look at this. So obviously you need to find the true source of the state of the carpet. But surely Miss Gerda didn't eat the carpet? No, of course not. But there doesn't seem to be any doubt that the state of disarray that this room is in is a result of her wild temper. No, that's true. So this is the last part of Mr. Holmes' deduction that we need to fix. We need only follow Miss Gerda's gaze, and that will tell us the real answer. Alright, let's see what we can see. Yeah, so... I'm looking at this here. The carpet here has been ripped to shreds. Yes, and according to Mr. Holmes' deduction, the tears match those of my main Indian lion's teeth exactly. Oh, look here. What is it? If you look closely at the edge, you can see scorch marks. Oh yes, so you can. In that case, perhaps the carpet wasn't eaten in the normal sense at all. Let's rethink this with that in mind. And that looks like a candle. And this candlestick is missing one. Let's have a closer look. This looks like a very old candlestick, doesn't it? The base looks too small. Surely it's very unstable. You know, it looks to me like even the slightest knock would make it tip over. Or topple over, I should say. Oh dear, that would be dangerous. Wait, take a closer look at this. There's one candle missing. Yes, I didn't notice that before. Why is that, I wonder? Why is one candle of the 3 missing from its holder? I think it's safe to say we present that. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course, the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of a ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly give the truth away. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little marital altercation. Miss Garrett's mighty arm muscles left an impression not only on her husband's face. Oh wait, that was Rinosuke. While the entire room, the force of her strike caused a candle to fall from the holder. And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room in flames. Yes? For the most ferocious beast in this world is neither a violent lion, nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there's but one conclusion here. Yeah. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. Standing up, are you? Mr. Holmes, sir. I salute you! Dang, she is pretty strong. And that's that. It's these dashed long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good second-hand bookshop just around the corner. Buy all my old novels from there. And the pages of one particular novel, you discover some rather illicit material. For which your wife admonished you harshly, it seems. Don't know about admonished, demolished might be rather closer to the mark. And Beast is most certainly an apt... Here we go again. And the carpet? Was that destroyed by fire when a candle fell on the floor? Great to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. No place full of smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. A scarf between the oat stick's rage and the raging flames. You painted toward a picture, sir. One that would have been most entertaining. That's sympathy for you. Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. You've had to hide the mess behind that screen for the time being. Over here, Mr. Garrett? Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me. Ooh, yeah. Had all my old favorite novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh! Up in smoke. Gosh. Then wife started hurling things at me. Oh? What a terrible sight it must have been. There was I, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire! Incendiary butts coming 10 to the dozen! Worse of it is, I lost my favorite. Book called The Lion's Pride. The Lion's Pride? Ah yes, the notorious love of big cats coming through again. Hey, you know, Mr. Soroseki Natsume is also a lover of cats, because I found this out while trying to look up how to say his name. I found out he was an actual dude. I didn't know he was real, and he has a book about being a cat or whatever it was. So this has like real history in it, a little bit. I assure you, the title didn't influence my choice in the slightest. Sure. So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast's rampage. Mr. Holmes' deductions turned out to be correct once again. Well, after we fixed them, anyway. It can only be described as a great British wonder. I tell you, it's total carnage. Flames everywhere, the old stick in full fettle. Out of interest, what time of day was that? Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. Around 5 o'clock, I think. Aha. My gut is telling me we should remember that. So exactly at the same time as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below. Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole Blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment. And I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing. Oh, really? Well, I guess that's that then. Mr. Holmes? Yes, Mr. Naruhodo? What can I do for you? Well, I think we got to the bottom of Mr. Garrett's situation now, but what does that have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were going to say that. Now, Miss Naruhodo, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into one of only two categories: those relevant to the case, and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Listening hours of the prison will soon be over. Oh no, is it that time already? If we're to accept Miss Natsume's case, we have official paperwork to attend to. We might as well, so that's it. No more time to think. Perhaps you want to betake yourselves to bidding us farewell now? I must prepare supper, Mr. Garrett. Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Thank you both very much for your time. Sawaseki-san will be waiting for us, and I'm going to have to give him an answer. Well, let's go do that. I think I'm almost at the time where I could stop recording, but how about we keep going? Now I selected the prison. Why aren't we there? It's time, Miss Naruhodo. We must hurry back to the prison. Yes or no? Let's hail. Oh. What's the matter? It looks like something's going on over there in front of the Garrett's house. Who are you? Oh my god, what voice do I try for him? Okay, let me try something. I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Oh god, what voice do I do for him? Who you calling old man, you rum-looking niminy-pimpiny? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Who's this Horatio fella, eh? What are you on about? Excuse me. What the? Who are you now? I'm sorry, it just looked as though there might be some problem here. Am I supposed to hear Mr. Ryunosuke Naruhodo as a lawyer, you see? Lawyer? What? If I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I have studied English law. Fine, I'll be on my way for today. Be mark me words. This ain't over yet. Get thee to a nunnery. Do I look like a bloomin' nun to you? I don't know. I'll work on it. If I ever see him again. I do hope you're not injured. Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle, thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than I've dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either. Forgive the inquiry, sir, but are you a lodger here in the garret residence? Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Mr. Garrett mentioned he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Okay, I'm hoping maybe he saw something. Maybe? Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Matsume. Oh, more worthy of polemistic. I assume that's correct. In my battle words, ne'er there could be. Sorry, battle, did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Who's better, Spock or Kirk? So they have nerd debates. Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. I see. I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least. So, fair maid. Let me try again. So, fair maiden, so good gentleman, I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Okay, then. So, you like Shakespeare, clearly. I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room. It seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. Well, dang. But Soseki-san, that man is lodgers. The garret house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage. I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return. Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. Okay, I don't know what the point of all that was. Okay, it's been a few days. Let's see if I can remember his voice. I think my voice for him is like very anxiety driven. Or yeah. Oh, it's you! You're here! You came! Welcome to Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! I can't believe you came back! I'm so touched! Oh, we're so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume. Oh, no, nothing of it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure the company of such fine compatriots. Noble, nurturing, never failing, Nipponese. Okay, no, that's that. Okay, that's the voice I was using before. Oh, now, let's not get carried away. Oh, who's this? Oh, I quite agree. There's nothing more reassuring than a familiarity of one's native land. On the other hand... Oh, it's you. It's you through friendship transcending international borders that one truly appreciates the fact. Touches my belief, at least. Oh, it's you! The miserable, rotted spy! Sherlock Holmes! Mr. Holmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Save observing, of course. Whatever do you mean, Mr. Holmes? Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divisive friend is faring. Gloomful room? At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is a superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight and cost me not a penny. Ah! You! How dare you, Sherlock Holmes! Ugh. I've had it. I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake. Haunted by spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life has been damned! What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo? He mentioned that once before, didn't he? That his lodgings were cursed, I mean? And there's much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say, for the man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? Well... About the trial. Mr. Natsume, what did you mean by what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. That's really agitated him. You don't mean the trial really is cursed somehow? I mean, we're gonna have to go up against the Reaper of the Bailey, so... Are you referring to the prosecutor? The Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please, tell me! Summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words! No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution. Ever. That is... Okay, that's... Yep, that's 16 words. Oh my goodness, can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly! Yesterday, Mr. Naruhodo successfully defended someone against the Reaper. But then, after the trial was over, the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances. Mr. McGilded. What? I'm impressed, Miss Susato. You have an eye for detail. Naturally, the Lord Chief Justice told us. Mr. Holmes, surely it can't be that having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Zeets killed the man himself? Oh no, he couldn't have, surely. You have some wonderful notions. Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer, he's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow. Oh, yes. Why, of course he is. Of course he is! Then why are you trying to scare me? It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. What on earth do you mean by that? Yeah, what? Van Zeets is quite an exceptional man. However, in London courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. That's good. So Seki-san looks like he's gonna cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial, there is both a judge and jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It is an excellent system, whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Van Zeets said kind of expressed as much during the trial in the last episode. Right. Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage. By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. By such underhanded means, those who are want to are able to sway the jury. Which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail. But it means the wrong verdict can be passed. And sadly, it's from time to time, my dear madame. It is simply the reality of the situation. And that's alright? However, those indicted by Lord Van Zeets cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed. Oh my, though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months, they all disappear. It is most striking. Disappear? But how? By all manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall into the Thames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever, or perhaps attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Naruhodo. I knew it. I'm dead. Dodo, therefore, doomed! That doesn't sound great. And about your lodgings. When you said accursed lodgings before, you were referring to your room in Mr. Garrett's house, I assume? Do you mean to say that you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain. but I'd only been in London a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. I started to become nervous about going outside. They were always staring at me all the time from dawn till dusk, so I shut myself away in my room. But even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away. You must have been very lonely, having been away from your homeland for such a long time. I had to move a number of times, most recently to that room on Briar Road a week ago now. Yes, why did you choose there? It seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. I have so little money, it appealed to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, the room was cursed. Oops! He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late, so I told him, if you have something to say, then say it, but if not, don't mention it in the first place! Yes, well said. But it was true! It was all true! You mean, the room really is cursed then? Ever since I moved to that windowless hellhole! My sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I wake feeling as though I've been choked to death. In my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown in prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me? Really, no one at all? To believe? Yes, to believe. To believe. Mr. Holmes? Me, Mr. Naruhodo? Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Buria, if you recall. The Buria. Ah, that case. The one with the snake? Well, yes. At that time, I was the suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. And you helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is, why? Why did you believe in me? I see, yes. You mean? Because you were a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room? Well, if you like, yes. I'm a little surprised that the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow. It's quite simple, really. You said, I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me. What? You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in. What do you mean, Mr. Holmes? I make up my own mind about what it is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I'm concerned. But I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of judgment, nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse in my opinion. Meaning? Whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right! He's right, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself. He was so right, Kazuma. So, perhaps we should believe in ourselves and so in turn, believe in Mr. Natsume. Well, my dear fellows, this time we were leaving, I believe. Already? Visiting hours are over. The guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There's a restaurant near here that serves Ezra and trout. Would you care to join me? Oh dear, there is never enough time, is there? Mr. Natsume, if you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you. See, I was actually kind of expecting the game to be like, give me a choice as to whether or not to represent him, and then I say no for like funny dialogue. But no, we will represent him. Welcome to Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. As I said, I only experienced the British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in. The defendant, justice, or the truth. How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts. Yes, Mr. Naruhodo. And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. It's imperative that we prove that in court. Welcome to Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. I will fight for your innocence until the bitter end with every weapon available to me. So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow. As I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruhodo, that your mind was in many ways made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. Mrs. Otto, yes? Would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court? Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant. Nice. The shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind, but it's time to stop looking backwards. Cosmo believed in me, and Mr. Holmes believes in me now too. So it's time that I learned to believe in myself. Soseki-san has no one. He's all alone, so it's my job to help him, to fight in his corner. Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster. To be continued. And with that, we will end things here. Next time on The Great Ace Attorney, the trial begins of one Soseki Natsume. Alright, I will see you guys then. Take care, everybody.